Hey, good Friday morning, my friends. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. We made it through one cold week. We've got an active weather pattern, and by active, what I mean is numerous storm systems heading toward the Midwest and the Great Lakes. And that's not to say that every one of those storms is going to nail Michigan with the heaviest of snow. I will work you through that here as we go through the next couple of minutes here. So let's get to it. And first off, got to say hi to some folks, right? So let's say hi to Nicole Moore. Hello there. And Craig Morton. Hello from Filler City? I've never heard of that. All right, so here is the radar. We do have patchy light snow all scattered all across Michigan, lower Michigan. And remember that radar isn't the greatest at picking up light snow. So you might see kind of circular areas around the 3 radar sites in lower Michigan and nothing surrounding those. That doesn't mean it's not snowing lightly, because the radar beam goes higher in the sky and can override that snowfall. So what I'm saying is, if it looks like it's a pretty big patch of snow at all 3 sites, it's probably full in between there too. All right, now let's look at how active it is. So on the far right side of the screen is Michigan. Okay, and you can see one storm down in the Gulf Coast, Gulf of Mexico area. You could see a storm out in the Rockies. You could see 1, 2, 3 storms out across the Pacific. That's the parade of storms that I so often talk about. And so we have a weather system Saturday, a storm Tuesday, a storm Friday, and then it may calm down a little bit after that. So let's get into it here and show you we're going to use the European model as, I don't think either the European or the US is a perfect model right now, but it shows you the scenario. So this is the light snow for today, and that will be winding down, but along the shoreline, Lake Michigan, Lake Superior, Lake Huron, you could continue to get lake effect snow. Now, a solid light snow comes in tomorrow. This is tomorrow early afternoon, and this is tomorrow at 7 o'clock in the evening. So what you're seeing there is all of Michigan will get into some light snow during the day tomorrow. That moves off tomorrow night, and Sunday goes back to some heavy but very localized areas of lake effect snow. A little bit of a northeast wind, so it might be even shifting back toward the southern end of Lake Michigan. If you're driving towards Chicago, say, you might get it into Gary, Indiana. Now, on Monday, the storm system forming to the south, and by Monday afternoon, we could have light snow around again, concentrated area of snow just to our south. The main storm system for early next week, I would call it on Tuesday. This is Tuesday morning. Low pressure center in eastern Ohio. Now, I always key for Michigan to get slammed by snow. I key for that low pressure center to go to about Toledo or Cleveland. So southeast Ohio is a little far south for us to be in the heaviest snow, but that flow right there on a northeast wind, and at 1 in the afternoon on Tuesday, that northeast wind is a pretty good flow to bring some enhancement from Lake Huron, especially for the eastern half of the state. Tom Ramsey, snow for Niles and the lake effect? Yes, probably. Angela, driving to Detroit, is day driving today going to be an issue? It's going to be slow. We do have an inch or 2 on the ground and on the roads, and obviously it's so cold that it sticks on the roads. So it'll be an issue. Mike Stetz, hi Mike. Hi Mark. What are those numbers in the thousands? Okay. What he's saying is this model is adding up the total amount of precip for 6 hours, period, to the slide here. So right now we're looking at 7 o'clock on Tuesday. The period prior to that is having 1/100th of an inch of snow. So that's what the model is doing, is adding up 6-hour amounts. So then we go into the middle to the end of next week, and here comes another storm system. The European on this one has it farther to the east. The US model has it farther to the west and clocking us. So we'll have to see which way it goes. But the point being is we've got several storm systems. It's what I call the weather soap opera. You got to tune in every day to the MLive Morning Weather Update to find out what's happening. Out 10 days, and yes, there is another one. So we saw the Pacific. We know that it's going to be an active pattern. How much snow? We're going to be highlighting this in detailed posts on MLive today and through the week because it will be localized. The snow amount is always just like real estate, location, location, location. So how much at your place, and we'll try to keep you updated on that. So we go into Saturday. Let's go through Saturday afternoon and evening. I would call Saturday afternoon and evening a 1 to 2 inch snow across all of Michigan. So it's not a heavy one. It's not a snowstorm, but you could slip off the road if you're not careful with that. Sunday, probably not much going on except the heavy lake effect right along the shoreline. Then I told you about a Monday, Tuesday storm system, and that starts to add on. That might be a 3 to 6 inch snow, probably not 6, probably 3 or 4, maybe 5, something like that. Let's see, Kim Matyaka? Well, that's a tongue twister. What does the snow amounts for Flushing for the next 10 days? Flushing, I'd say you're probably in that 3 to 6 inch range over the next 10 days. So that's our Tuesday snow. And then the European again passes that next system late in the week to our south. The US model brings it to us. We will have to see. Both of them have been less than stellar out at 7, 8, 9 days. But I got to remind you that we're talking about 7, 8, 9 days now. We're not talking about 4 days when things are pretty much being nailed by the computer models and meteorologists nowadays. Temperatures. When do we crack above freezing? Now we'll get into the temperatures. Hey, Tom Dean, you're welcome, dude. Today about 20 and tomorrow about 20. And Sunday's colder in the teens, and Monday is real cold. Monday's the coldest day. Highs only in the lower teens. Tuesday struggling to 20. Wednesday struggling into the low 20s, and Thursday struggling to the upper 20s. So when do we crack freezing in Michigan? In southern Michigan, I would say not this Sunday, but the following Sunday, we may have some 33, 34 degree readings. Now we're going to go into the long term. Okay. So what you're looking at right now, I'm going to show you 2 models just to show you that I'm just not picking the best model that fits the story. Sarah Maltman, hold on here. I'll show you what we're doing here. So this is the surface temperature anomaly from the European model. It's going to go out almost 16 days. Okay, so here we are into this weekend, and obviously we know it's colder than normal. And then we go into early next week. Now we're to Wednesday and Thursday of next week, and we know it's colder than normal. Now we're at Friday, and it's still colder than normal. And now we're at Sunday of next week, and we're trying to get a little warmer than normal. And now we're at Monday, February 22nd, and look, a few degrees warmer than normal. And by that time, the normal high in southern Michigan is about 35 degrees. So you get 5 degrees warmer than normal, you're 40. And it's not a flash in the pan. We're February 24th now. We're February 25th. We're February 26th. So the European is trying to indicate that the cold is going to let up and at least go away for a week or so. Now let's see what the US model says. Does it agree? So we have our cold through early next week. We're at Thursday of next week. We're at Friday. We're at Saturday. We're at Sunday. Lo and behold, US model, very similar. Okay. And we go through Tuesday of the following week, February 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th. This one truly does go out 16 days. February 28th, the last day of February. So my point being is that it looks like when we get to next weekend, we will start to come back to slightly warmer than normal. That's still wintry, but it means we'll get above the freezing mark many days, and it means that we will touch 40 in some days. So you got about, what? You got about 8 days of cold, and still a very active weather pattern. We'll keep you updated on that. Just be careful. You know, I always say the most dangerous inch of snow is the first inch of snow because nobody slows down. So be careful if you have to drive tomorrow. Sunday, probably better. Monday, okay. And then Tuesday could be back to a driving problem with some danger there. Thank you for joining me on this Friday. Sorry it's a little late. We had a lot going on MLive, and then we had Ed Pivos in Hell, Michigan, showing us that hell was frozen over. So that was fun. So we waited for him. And now you got your weather into the weekend. And take care. Thanks for joining me. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa.